People say I don't belong here. How the hell she get her own tear? In my heart, y'all put no fear. Fuck you niggas, just to be clear. I'm tired of all of y'all fake misses, acting like you really fuck with me. See you skimming, really want my spot. You claim me bully, but I know you not. Little thick bitch in my bars, heavy in my flow, deadly my name carry.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Chanel, and we're here with another reaction video. So y'all, we have Wild Rich Homie Quan snitched on Young Thug. Damn, it's just a lot of just snitching stuff going on. I'm just trying to understand, like, because I be hearing some stories of snitching that's just like, can you blame them? Can you blame them? I guess I can feel that way because I'm not a part of that street life, and I don't understand it. And I don't ever want to be a part of it, so you know. Maybe why I just feel like y'all making all this money, and I don't understand why making all this money. Why just be even involved in certain things? I don't. But that's that street man shit I be talking about. That I be telling Babe that I don't understand. I'm gonna stay on the woman's side of this. But yeah, so we're gonna hop into this breakdown. He gonna let us know why Rich Homie snitch on. Where am I going? Oh, Young Thug. This is crazy. Like Thugger, what's going on?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Rich Homie Quan.
Shout out to 1090 Drake. I said Drake. Please forgive me. 1090J. Shout out for the content right here, bro. Just like, you know, this is your place I'm getting it from, so I have to show my love.
Snitching. At this point, I'm not even surprised. Not only has more paperwork dropped in the YSL case, but an audio recording just dropped of none other than Rich Homie Quan spitting a whole verse to law enforcement about Young Thug.
Okay, he talking so damn fast. Hold on. Shut up, man. Something no Thug had something to do with it. We just couldn't prove it. All right. That I was waiting for something to come through. Like, where's the snitch part at? Because I don't hear nothing yet. Y'all know how people like to like mix stories up or whatever. But I'm saying, like, that was real messed up, bro. So I'm guessing a guy named that died. Thug had something to do with it. Rich Homie is now saying that that's what's going on. And that's what's, you know, and that's what's crazy. I think about that a lot when it comes to street beef. Because, like, it's this whole model of no snitching. But what if it's somebody, like, close to you? Like, what if it's your brother? What if that's your uncle, your mama, your sister, your daddy, your auntie, like, your best friend? And I get it. People are like, oh, we gonna ride. But it's like, okay, you ride, then they gonna ride. And you gonna ride again, and they gonna ride again. And it's just a cycle of losing people. And I don't understand, like, so who's winning? Who's winning? Killing each other, taking down each other. Who's winning? Who's winning? And look at who's losing. Like, it isn't just y'all that's losing. Like, y'all family, y'all like friends, kids. Like, you're losing. They're all losing too. And I think people forget that. Like, it isn't just about you. You got family, friends, whoever else you're taking care of. So that's what I said. The street life, that man shit, I would just never understand, because it sounds like you never make it out alive. You never make it out on top. I don't know nobody who's been part of the gang culture, the street culture, that went in and came out better. I I can't think of one success story. If y'all do know one, let me know. Because I don't know not one person who went in that gang life, went in the street life, and came out on the other side better than what they was before they went in there. So, sound like, you know, Rich Homie was really hurt. That was his friend.
While it may be hard for some to understand Rich Homie speaking a language native to the streets of Atlanta, what he's speaking on is the very murder that would cause the fall of YSL.
There are shell casings up and down the street. Now, I'm told one of the men who was shot, a man in his mid-20s, is in critical condition, but that his status could change for the worse overnight.
Rich Homie Quan's former manager, Donovan Thomas, who went by the name Peanut or Big Nut, was a member of the Inglewood family Bloods. His 2015 assassination outside of an Atlanta barbershop would result in a back-and-forth war between Inglewood family and sex money murder. The majority of the violence will be documented in the YSL indictment. Prosecutors allege Young Thug was in communications with sex money murder leader Kyle Ory, who's currently serving a life sentence in Georgia State Prison. Big Note was said to have snitched against members of the gang, and prosecutors allege Young Thug orchestrated his death by renting the vehicle YSL members would later use to commit the drive-by that took Nut's life. After the hit, Thug and the alleged shooters would take a trip to Miami to lay low. Rich Homie Quan would speak with investigators explaining
like how he talking, like, is this for facts? Is this for fact? Like how he talking is like, so did he do it? I know it's where it is, but it's like it's so detailed. It happened, they went to Miami, like all this is happening and I'm sure the way that I'm still looking at it and y'all still looking at it with me, so are all these prosecutors, so are all these lawyers, and so are these other jurors, you know. But man, like I told Babe, I did not expect this from Thugger at all. I did not know. They making it out like Thugger is one of the dangerous people in the world and it's looking like, and I'm like, I did not know this was Thugger. And it's like, yeah, people just turning against him, and it's just like, and it's like he took care of so many people. You know, so it is like so many parts to the story. Like I didn't even know about this one. Man, that shit like that ain't it. It ain't it. Look, when I get on and get my millions and thousands and whatever else is for me and my blessings and my family, like I don't want no parts of no drama, no parts of no street, no parts of nothing. I just want to live my life, take care of my family, travel, eat good, live good, me and Babe until it's time for us to go. I don't want to have to be doing no looking over my shoulder for people trying to kill me, rob me, all that other stuff. That man stuff in the industry is just so crazy. I can't wait until y'all get back to just making music. Making music, collabing with each other, making us feel good out here in the regular world, okay?
Saw Thug in Atlanta after the murder. He was going to confront him at a Miami show over the rumors that Thug played a part in Nut's death. Rich Homie would allege people knew Thug had something to do with it, but they couldn't prove it. He'd then say he isn't a rat, and he isn't telling. He's just keeping it real with investigators. Rich Homie would also allege Thug was jealous of the relationship he had with Nut, as Thug wanted to control the Atlanta music scene, and Nut was keeping Rich Homie at a distance from him.
I know you didn't.
This game.
I know you didn't.
This wasn't all Rich Homie would speak on though. 2 pictures of the interview transcripts would make its way to News Made It. Rich Homie would state him and Thug frequented or resided in the same condominium leading up to Nut's death and that they were cool. But after the murder, they drifted apart. 14 minutes into the interview, Rich Homie would speak on his truck being shot up and immediately calling Young Thug, alleging his people were behind it. He then speak on his father's barber shop
See, wait.
being shot up. And
See, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I did wonder, like, what happened to Rich Homie? Because he was coming out. He, like, when it was his time, he was shining. He was definitely on top with Thugger. And I always wondered what did happen to Rich Homie. Thugger did, like, soar and succeed, and I wouldn't hear much of Rich Homie no more. So, and it's so unfortunate when you see people come up together in the industry and then something happens and they break apart. That sucks. Y'all was coming up together. Like, how? Was it always street shit in the beginning? And then y'all got famous and up in the industry and it's still street shit going on? Because it's like, to me, bro, I don't want beef with nobody. I understand you can't choose your beefs. Like, just because you're famous now don't mean you don't have any. Like, I get it. People probably still want you for some reason. But y'all got to fight security. Y'all got to fight security. Like, I'm not even about to be a part of that. If you owe me, forget it. If it's gonna cause us some beef, anything before the entertainment, like blowing up. You feel me? Like, I don't want it. I don't want to chase you down for it. Keep it. Listen. If I didn't like you then, I still don't like you. But I definitely don't care too much about you right now. I got shit going on.
Whoever did it had something to do with Nut's death. 4 months before Nut was killed, a gunman would open fire inside of a barbershop, striking Rich Homie's father 4 times. The barbershop had just been shot up a month prior to this incident. Investigators believe the attack stemmed from Rich Homie beefing with local rappers, but at the time, Rich Homie Quan denied the rumors.
That's wild. And I think after the first, okay, I can get it. After the first time it got shot up, like, alright, we're gonna turn up around. That second time your daddy got hit, bro. I think the first time was a sign to get up out of there. I don't know if that man lived. Hopefully he did, because that's crazy. So listening to it now, it do seem like maybe he was in some type of other beef other than the stuff with Rich Homie. You know, they trying to make it seem like Young Thugger had some whole thing to do with shooting his friend, or at least shooting at him and doing his father's stuff. But it could be. That's what I'm saying. Like, let that rap stuff, let that beef stuff, that street stuff go. I don't suggest y'all get into it, but I be hearing stories like why people get into it or whatever. But man, let that stuff go. I say let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth losing your family, losing your life, losing your career. Just let that stuff go.
Now speaking with investigators, when asked why his father would be targeted, Rich Homie explained at the time, him and Thug were doing shows together, but he was getting the most money.
Okay.
They wanted his dad out of the picture to further control Rich Homie's management, and they knew his dad was at the barbershop 24/7. He had no proof Thug was behind the shooting, but he did bring up an argument his dad had with Birdman. His father wouldn't share the details on what was said, but would later tell him, "We're gonna fall back from them." 22 minutes into the interview, Rich Homie was asked why he wouldn't sign with Birdman, and he explained other artists are constantly complaining about their financial situation.
See, I'm sure it's so much juicier information that we don't get to hear, that we don't get to see, and it's just so interesting to me. It is, and I hope that the younger generation that's coming up to the rap game can learn from the mistakes of some of our rappers who are really high up there in rank are making. But see, who wants to live like that? Like, is that my homie? Is that not my homie? Like, is he trying to kill me for real? Like, is he trying to kill my daddy? Like, once I have to question you like that, we got to split. We have to. I want to have a peace of mind. I'm gonna be on guard. I'm gonna be on eggshells, and it's potentially beef. So I can understand the separation, you know. And then his dad telling him, "Hey, we're gonna back up." Had a conversation. I could just imagine what that was. They don't even want to say what was said. So, man, it is just so. It's just crazy. There's so much coming out of everywhere.
He felt he'd make more money on his own and then later sign. Rich Homie would say that after Nut was killed, he didn't contact Thug and Thug didn't contact him. Thug would move out of the condo about 2 weeks after the murder, and when asked why Thug called him Bitch Homie Quan 2 months after Nut's death, he didn't have an answer. Providing the investigator with Young Thug's phone numbers, the investigator asked if Thug ever made any threatening messages to him, but Rich Homie...
I do think, like, if there wasn't any beef, I think that's possible just because of we know controversy sells. He probably seen the whole thing. All right, people know we're splitting. People know we ain't cool, whatever like that. We know beef sells, controversy sells. So I'm gonna just say F that nigga. Like, it probably wasn't even beef like that in the moment. He just said F that just because. What we gonna do? We gonna eat it up, right? We want to know why he say that. What's going on? Let me hear this song. Hold on, this sound like this. Let me see. So I'm sure the buzz blew up from that.
State he's smarter than that. Roughly 30 minutes into the interview, the paperwork would be cut off. So realistically, we don't know how long Rich Homie sat down with investigators, but we do know he's on the YSL witness list.
Okay.
This leaves the possibility that Rich Homie would be called in to testify against Thug, as he'd have to recite everything said in the interview in front of Young Thug. So did Rich Homie Quan snitch? Absolutely. He's alleging Thug was behind the murder of Nut, the shooting of his father, and the shooting of his truck. Rich Homie would say he's keeping it real with investigators, and regardless of whether or not he portrayed a street lifestyle and abides by the street code, this is another major loss for the city of Atlanta, as another Atlanta rapper has cooperated. Now this is bad, and from what I heard from a source in Atlanta, the DA is trying to find out who's leaking all this. And they're trying to put charges on people for leaking this information. Because stuff like this will make a witness not want to cooperate. And if a witness is like, hey, I just got exposed by so-and-so and they just released all this stuff that y'all said wasn't going to get released, right. I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't want to testify.
I agree. First of all, I'm not going to say Rich Homie snitched. I'm not going to say that. I heard that conversation, just like y'all heard it right here. And that's all we heard. But we also know how things can get twisted, manipulated in the media, manipulated for the masses to make it look a certain way. So what I'm not going to do is contribute into the whole negative vibe of him snitching. You know, I heard it. I know. I get it. I heard it. But I'm gonna need more than that. Okay, he's on the witness list. It's like 100 of them on there. It don't mean he's gonna say anything against Thugger. We don't know until that day come up in court. Okay, we all remember the whole Tory Lanez trial. Okay, we all thought Kelsey was gonna get up there in the scene. That's not what happened. So I'm gonna need to see the whole court. I'm gonna need to see how his story go. I need more information. I cannot say that that's what he's doing. I can't say. He didn't say, yes, that's him. He's saying what he heard. And that's another thing. All this he say, she say. It is I need to hear facts. Before we tear down somebody's character, before we put somebody away for a long time, I need to hear more facts. I definitely feel, the DA trying to figure out who's leaking information because they can. I wouldn't want to be a witness. I wouldn't want to help y'all and information is getting leaked and people are dying. I could die, my family, I'm not. So I feel them too. Like, y'all don't even have control over this thing. Y'all have a mole in y'all's camp. I'm not telling y'all nothing. That's the only time I agree with the whole non-snitching thing, because I'm a civilian, okay? I pay my taxes, all right? Like, I believe in calling the police on certain situations, but certain situations, but I need more juice. I need more juice with that, but that's the only time I wouldn't snitch, because y'all got me scared. I don't trust y'all no more. Look at this being leaked. I don't trust y'all. I don't know what to tell you. You can't use me no more. That's all I'm saying.
The courts can then charge that person with tampering with a witness. You just affected the case by fucking up a witness testimony. So this is getting deep. They're trying to find out who exposed YSL Woody. I guarantee you they're trying to find out who just released the audio to Rich Homie Quan. I feel that a lot of people are gonna have different opinions in this situation. Does Rich Homie Quan abide by the street code? I never heard of him having a gang affiliation. I don't really remember him talking about shooting people, this, that, and the third. He's saying a close friend of his was killed. He's willing to tell investigators everything he knows.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember him being a gang affiliated either, but like I said, I didn't know Thugger was like this. I didn't know he was this dangerous. Or not. I don't know. There's a lot of stories being spun out there. So, but what I do, like you said, his friend died. And what do? Do you ride? Do you ride on that? Do you ride for that friend? And put yourself in danger? Put your family in danger? Put your career in danger? Do you do that? Or do you go to the police and report a crime? Somebody hurt your loved one. Do you go to them and cooperate and do your duty there? It's like it's a be damned if you do or damned if you don't situation. And then it's like, oh, there's a third choice of do nothing. And what does that solve? Nah, that person, no, you don't get hurt. You feel me? Don't get hurt. But then that person continues to live out here and harm other people, and your friend is just, or a family member that died in vain because somebody didn't like them or whatever the case. Like, what do you do? And then it's like, being a part of that street life, like, that's part of it. Dying in jail, in prison, like that's part of it. So do you just check it up to the game? Like, that's what I'm saying. I hope people sit down and really look at gang culture and the streets. And it's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We need our fathers out here. We need our brothers out here. We need our uncles out here. We need y'all. We need, we need that. We need that. So can we please figure out a different way to be if y'all got the beef? Like, damn, this is crazy.
He's saying his father was targeted and shot, and he himself was targeted and shot at. And goddamn, it's just like, who else is gonna tell? Who else already told and we don't know about it? I mean, they got mad names on the witness list. Even Lil Wayne and YFN Lucci. And Lucci just denied the deal they were trying to give him in his RICO case. Mm-hmm. So I can't imagine what they have that would make him a witness in this case. But in my opinion, just from what I read, since we don't know how long this interrogation actually was, we just know it was about 30 minutes.
Exactly. People love doing that. People love taking out bits and pieces that is beneficial to what they want to push, to whatever narrative they want to push, to deceive us. And I'm not biting it, y'all. I don't know about how y'all feel, but I'm not biting it. I need to hear that whole recording. Don't just play me a little clip, a little 30-second clip. I need to hear the whole story before I sit up here and judge a man whether he should go off to prison or not, or if Rich Homie is a snitch or not. Because we see what happens once you're labeled that in the music industry. They can just tarnish his career. So I'm not with it. I need more.
He definitely did bad. Definitely didn't have to say all that, but made the decision to do so. I haven't heard a response from him after everything came out on the internet. I know that the night this video is being recorded, he's supposed to be performing at the same show as Boosie and Webby, and I don't know if there's going to be any conflict from that situation.
We all know how Boosie feel about a rat. We all know how Boosie feel about a rat. That man goes on the internet. He tells us he hates it. He despises it. He'll do 25 years before he do anything extra. So I wonder how that concert went. And it shouldn't have been no smoke for real, now that I think about it. Because what y'all mad for? We're all here to perform. We're here to provide a service. Y'all done got paid. Y'all should go perform. However you feel like this next guy should not even matter. So I'll be pissed. don't even care. Like, if I was Rich Homie, I wouldn't even be worried about none of that at the concert, for real, because I'm here to perform for them. Not for y'all, however y'all feeling, for them. But I'm paid here to do. So, if you don't like it, I don't care, because you ain't a part of this or nothing.
We're just gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. But hey, let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
Yeah. I just, like I said, I need some more. Oh gosh, hold on, wait, y'all. I need some more meat. I need more meat on those bones before I judge. So y'all let me know. I know y'all gonna leave me some comments, but just go ahead. Put me some comments in the section below how y'all feel about this case. It is a lot. I see a lot of names on that list. Like, how would y'all handle it? If y'all was faced with 25, 30 years, are y'all gonna snitch? Are y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do for y'all family? Y'all gonna take a plea deal? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna bite the bullet because that's the life y'all chose? You ain't gonna rat on your man? Like, let me know. 25, 20 years, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. That's a long time. For me, 1 day in prison is too much, okay? So, but for my family, I will. You feel me? Let's get that straight. So I just wonder, like, y'all let me know, what would y'all do? Do y'all blame anybody for snitching on Young Thug, or do y'all blame anybody? I've heard a saying, like, Thugger, if this is the case, then he's the leader and everything, he should take it for the team. Like, a real leader goes down with the ship, like, he should go down. Like free them, they ain't got nothing to do with it, or free who he can, and go down with the ship. So how y'all feeling? What y'all thinking? Y'all let me know how y'all would spin this off, alright? But that concludes this video, you guys. If you have not already, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate it. And until we meet again, you guys, we are out.
In my heart, y'all put no fear. Fuck you niggas, just to be clear. I'm tired of all of y'all fake misses, acting like you really fuck with me. See you skimming, really want my spot. You claim me bully, but I know you not. Little thick bitch in my bars, heavy in my flow, deadly, my name carry.